welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive. Now we're doing this particular song today because we started the channel, or started the Party Hardy journey on the channel, with Bon Jovi, with It's My Life. If you haven't seen the reaction, make sure you check it out, it's on the channel. And I thought, because we'd revisited an artist just recently, let's revisit another one. Now, there's plenty of other artists that we are going to get to. We're not just going to stick with the ones we've covered so far. But I thought we keep going to new artists. But there's so many great songs from the artists that we've already covered. So let's revisit a couple of them and just get a couple more of their songs out there, you know. If you are new to the channel, you know what to do. And let's get into the reaction. Just going to pause it very quickly before we get into the lyrical part of the song. But that intro is just so smooth. It's just, you can just sit there and close your eyes and just soak it in. It's like taking in an atmosphere, you know. It's just, there's something about that intro that is just so relaxing, and you can just sit there with your eyes closed and just enjoy it, you know. And you all know I love a good instrumental, so I just wanted to sort of point that out, that I feel like that instrumental at the start of the song, it's just so smooth, and you can just sit and listen to it, and you could probably listen to that on repeat. You wouldn't even need the rest of the song, but the rest of the song is great, don't get me wrong, and I can't wait to listen to it. But that instrumental is just so relaxing, it's so smooth, and I think that's rare in a song for an instrumental to be as good as that at the beginning. Like, often somewhere in the middle or towards the end you get a great instrumental, or you get a great like guitar solo or something, and it's just phenomenal. But at the start of a song, I don't feel like we get that enough. I mean, if you guys think differently, please let me know, but I just don't think we get that enough in music. So I just thought I'd point that out. Let's just dial it back just a tiny little bit before the lyrics kick in, and let's carry on with the reaction.
It's all the same, only the names will change every day. It seems we're wasting away. Another place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. Wanted, dead or alive.
What I love about this song is it's got layers to it. Like, you had that instrumental at the start, it was just very smooth and relaxing, and then the first part of the lyrics, it sort of stays on that same level, but then this next part of the song, it takes it up another level, and it's got these layers that just build on each other as the song goes on, and it just makes the song so good. As those layers get bigger and those layers stack up on top of each other, the song just gets better and better, and I love that. And I think that's a great thing that Bon Jovi are able to do. It's all about them layers. Them layers make the song just build up until you hit that peak where the song is at its best. And I love it. I love it. Just dial it back a tiny little bit.
Dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep, sometimes it's not for days. The people I meet always go their separate ways. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink. Times when you're alone, all you do is think. I'm a cowboy.
Very quickly, that line there, times when you're alone and all you do is think. I've spoken a little bit on a previous video about mental health, and those times can be very powerful because having that time alone to just to think about things, it can send you in one of two directions. It can spur you on to go and do all the things you want to do. It gives you a chance to put everything in perspective, or it could go the other way, and you could sink into a hole, which is what you really don't want to do. So it's such a powerful thing to be able to just be alone, sit and think. And like I say, you can go one of two ways, and hopefully everybody can push on with the inspirational side of it. But sometimes it does just make you think about life and it just drags you down. But then you've just got to pick yourself back up again. And I love that line because it is so powerful that it's got two ways it can go. But hopefully for all of you, you've got the belief to be able to push on and do the things you want to do. When you have that time to think and you think, my life is in this situation, what can I do to make it better? And if you can do that, if you can find that energy to push on, then it's a great thing to be able to do. And I know I'm going into that one line in quite a lot of detail now, but I just feel like it is so powerful that it can have such a dual meaning, and being able to come back from the opposite side, the darker side, makes you all the stronger for pushing forward as well. So it is a very powerful line. It's how I interpret it. You guys might interpret it a little bit different. We'll just dial it back just a little bit before we carry on.
Do this thing. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, head of the line. Wanted, head of the line.
I know I keep cutting it off at very crucial parts of the song, but I wish I could play the guitar, and if I could, I wish I could play it like that, because that's just so. It's just the way that guitar's being played. It's just, I love it. It's just so good. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just so good, and like I say, I can't play the guitar, but if I could, I'd want to be able to play it like that. Now, let's just, again, dial it back just that little bit because we don't want to miss that next layer kicking in. For those of you that are familiar with me and the channel, you'll know that that's my one-man band moment. For those of you that aren't familiar, I always say it in a lot of the videos. Hearing a solo like that just makes me want to be able to learn all the instruments and become a one-man band. It really does, because I could only dream of being able to perform that well with an instrument. But to have that ability, to have that skill, is something special, and it needs to be appreciated. It really does. Let's just drop it back again, just a tiny little bit, so that we can catch the whole thing. That's so good. I've seen a million faces and I rocked them all. Bon Jovi, they are just phenomenal. They are. They're a great band. They are phenomenal. And they have seen a million faces and they have rocked them all. It's just, ah, I love that line so much. I really do. I want to hear it again. Let's just dial it back so we can hear that again because it's so good.
'Cause I might not make it back. I've been everywhere. Still I'm standing tall. I've seen a million faces and I rock them all. 'Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or
And that's it. Bon Jovi, Wanted Dead or Alive. It's such a good song. And I'm so glad that I reacted to it today. Because it's just, like I say, it's them layers. Them layers just make it so good. And there's those couple of lines in there as well that just elevate it that little bit more. The whole song is great. But I just feel like there's those couple of lines that, for me personally, elevate it that little bit more. And then just the layers to the song. It builds up and builds up and builds up, and then at the end there, it brings itself back down again, and it's like back to where it started, and it's so good that they were able to do that. So I love this song, and I hope you do too. And if you love this song as much as I do, then you know what to do. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. And if you have a song that you'd like to hear me react to on this channel, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to it. And I'll see you next time.